Skipidi, Toaletele, episodul 70, partea 1, tocmai ce a apărut. Așa că salutare fraților și bine v-am găsit la un nou episod din Reacția Skipidi, Toaletele. După cum putem vedea aici, cred că este o toaletă Astro și cred că e destul de mare, bănuiesc că este șeful lor, habar nu am, dar o să vedem ce se întâmple de astăzi. Și ăsta are 4 minute și 27 de secunde, deci cred că ăsta e cel mai lung episod de Skipidi Toilet pe care l-am văzut eu. Și dacă vă place acest episod, nu uitați să dați și voi un like și subscribe ca să strângem și noi 1000 de abonați pe acest canal. Și o mare parte dintre voi care urmăriți clipurile nu sunteți abonați, deci ar trebui să vă abonați pentru că pierdeți foarte multe lucruri. Și nu uitați când descrie aveți serverul meu de Discord unde puteți să mai vorbim între noi. Vă mai adus când postez episoade. Și dacă o să că mi se aude vocea mai ciudat și așa, vreau să spun că sunt extrem de reușit și nu prea vorbesc așa clar. Dar oricum episoadele trebuie filmate, așa că eu o să mă ocup de asta. Bun, hai să-i dăm drumul, chiar sunt curios să văd ce o să se întâmple în episodul de astăzi. Hai să vedem. Stai să dau puțin mai încet. Bun, a dat cu o bombă acolo. Mamă! Bă, avem o armă nouă, un flamethrower, care are aceeași flacără ca care o avea și titanul cameră. Ok. Mamă, ce costumatic ciudată are cu galben. Dar unde suntem aici oare? Mamă, la bubui pe ăla. Mamă, uite-le pe alea cu roți. Mamă, ia jucați arba asta. Vezi că e bună. Mai e unul păsut pe acolo. Dă-i acolo, mamă. Le beau pe arma asta. Mamă, are. Ia, vezi să-i distrugi, ești de bun. Bă, e forță cameramanul ăsta cu arma. Nu-l oprește. Și pe aici e iar un fel de fabrică. Cred că e iar o fabrică sau ceva. Dar e doar el aici. Adică îl văd doar pe el aici. Au fost doi camioane atunci la început, dar îl văd doar pe el în zona asta. Nu mai sunt și alții. Mamă, ia vezi pe ăsta. Mamă, asta e mai greu. Asta e mai greu de Isus, pentru că are scuturile alea. N-a reușit să facă nimic. E mort. Opa, ce se aude? Ia vezi postul ăsta aici, titan cameraman. Uite mă că a fost, cred că a fost reparat. Știu că i-a pus în jetpack în episodul anterior, dar nu știu dacă a fost reparat complet. Nu, n-a fost. Ia vezi cu ce trage. N-a fost reparat complet, dar uitați-vă ce arme are pe umeri. Bă, vezi că e tare. L-a distrus complet, ești de bun. Ia uitați-vă ăștia. Bossul televizor, ia uitați-l. Vine și Timul Box să păi cea mai OP echipa acum. Nimic nu-i mai oprește. Opa, a zis ceva aici la televizor, dar nu știu ce. Ia. Uite-mă că îl repară și pe el acum. A făcut mai multe că știți că tina televizor îl cam urăște pe boxă pentru că l-a înjunghiat acum ceva timp. Dar văd că l-a reparat. Ia să vedem ce se întâmplă aici. Ia vezi, frățică! Vezi că l-a upgradat? L-a upgradat cu totul. Păi nimic nu-l mai oprește acum. Ok. Titan care are așa o nouă mână și vezi că mâna asta e mult mai bună, care e gaz de la toxic. Vezi că e forță. Trage și cu pieptul. Ok. Se pare că sunt înconjurați, dar nu cred că au ce să le facă. Face din nou mișcarea? Mamă, fită spinner! Direct titiresc, ești de bun? Prea tare. De ce față a făcut? Fața asta e de pe Roblox. Lol. Ia aici. Ce-i abominația asta? O nouă toaletă. Ce bă chestia asta? Deci are foarte multe boxe. Ok, are piciorușe de aia de păiajă. Are un mic laser acolo jos. Ochelarii. Bă, vezi că... Uitați-o. Mamă, ok, mai are și alte lasere. Oh my god, ce fac? Oh my god, l-a distrus cu totul și a apărut ăsta. Ăsta. O toaletă Astro. Ia vedeți cum arată toaleta asta. Glumești? What, bro? A prins efectiv atacul cameramanului Titan cu gheara și a întors-o, mamă, se la puțin mic. Oh, nu e mic. Ăsta e puternic, ăsta e puternic. A zis ceva ăsta. Pe la spate, dă pe asta. Hai bă, oh my god. Bro, i-a rupt sabie, ești de bun, bro. Hai bă, frate. Nu pot să cred, i-a rupt sabia. Unde a aruncat-o? Mamă. Asta a fost aproape. Asta a fost aproape, că dacă îi nimerea ecranul, se ducea și ăsta, mamă, dar i-a rupt sabia, care era foarte OP. Asta e supărat. Păi mă gândesc și eu că e supărat. Nu doar șefele, uite-le aici. Dar cine era toaleta aia Astro? Ia, ce e aici? O bază. A, uite-i pe ăștia care sunt cu liftul. Îți minte că s-a infiltrat în bază? Aoleu, s-a tunecat totul. Aprindeți lumina așa. Ce se întâmplă? Asta nu e bine. Nu e bine asta. Vine ceva. Și aici s-a terminat. Mamă, deci episodul ăsta a fost prea tare. Mamă, și cred că acolo sus o să vină ceva. Bun, frațiorii, acum suntem la clipul cu secrete de, bineînțeles, de băiatul nostru Eli, cameraman. Clipul ăla e nou, aproape 20 de minute, dar hai să vedem ce putem să
Hello
aflăm.
everyone, Elite Cameraman here. After almost 3 weeks of waiting and a lot of delays, the most awaited episode 70 part 1 finally came out, and yeah, it really was crazy and worth the wait, because finally, after such a long wait, I got to see my beloved TV woman, and she looks so fine, but, anyways, I think we can clearly say it was one of the craziest episodes so far, and it's not even over because this was just part 1, and there is so much stuff to talk about in today's episode. From the newly upgraded cameraman to the crazy moves
ce făcea
Titans
toaleta aia cu boxele în spate, dar a venit ăla. Și uite ce e titlul. Astro's Toilets Back. Deci v-am zis că e Astro Toilets.
Speakerman showed us to the secrets at the end of the video, and of course the infamous return of the Astro toilets, which gave me chills.
Da, ia uitați.
It's really clear that we are entering a crazy era for Skipidi toilet, and we are finally at the end of this arc. But before we get into all these topics and secrets from episode 70 part 1, make sure to like this video and subscribe to not miss any future analysis videos. Since this video had so many crazy stuff happen, I'm most likely going to be releasing a second analysis video tomorrow for episode 70 part 1.
Chiar sunt curios și o fi aici.
Here we
Ce
go.
vine la ăștia?
Today's episode actually starts with one of the leaked frames Boom sent me a couple days ago, but from the perspective of...
Deci ăsta, creatorul a avut un leak cu ăsta, uite, care flamethrower ăsta cu flăcări, ia uitați-l.
The POV cameraman, and actually the POV is one of the large cameramen we saw in the leaks I showed a couple days ago, but we'll talk about that in a few moments. We see the garage door saying no smoking, and we see one of the...
A dat un smoke acolo. Credeam că e un fel de grenadă. Dar e un
newly
smoke.
upgraded cameraman
Ok.
throw toilet paper inside, and as some of you guys have guessed, the toilet papers
What? Guess paper?
were hand grenades, and it seems like they are heavy objects, since the sound, it doesn't sound soft when it hits the ground, but the explosion inside is probably enough to
Deci
kill
e cu sunet.
the toilets inside this place. Right after this, we see the flamethrower cameraman using his flamethrower on the gray toilets that are on their way to it.
Deci folosește flamethrower ăsta pe toaletele astea de aici. Văd că astea sunt toalete normale.
Attack him, and this is exactly the same scene that was leaked. Also, we see another
Da, exact aceeași imagine. Vedeți scrisul?
dead toilet on the right, which looks like he was killed by the flamethrower cameraman a few seconds ago. And funny enough, even though he is using a flamethrower, there is a no smoking sign next to him.
Mamă, nu lasă fum! Deci flamethrower ăsta nu lasă fum. Ok.
Thankfully, they didn't blow up because that sign might have meant that there was some gas around the place. After this,
Uite, scrie aici sus. No smoke, adică să nu fumezi.
POV cameraman turns to his right and we see a couple cameraman trying to run away and a couple cameraman dead
Apoi
on the
cameramanul ăsta și întoarce capul și vede pe ăștia cum fuge aici.
floor. It also looks like their clothes were burned or destroyed in the battle. This is something
E ăla în spate care are hainele rupte.
completely new. And it seems like Dafouk is adding a lot more details alongside this. It looks like we can see the cloths of the cameraman move when they are running. These small details are getting better and better every episode. While one of the cameraman is running, the other one with the brown shirt and pants is using his double shotgun
Da. Și are și un shotgun de la dublu.
guns to keep toilets away.
Vezi că e pur și
But these two
shotgun-ul.
cameramen don't seem to be one of the upgraded ones, since they don't have headphones or jetpacks. But there is something weird
Da, au căști și jetpack. Da, asta am văzut
we
că au
see
căști
when
și
we zoom
jetpack.
in. On the right side next to the light pole, we see a body with a dirty white suit or a black and white suit. But it's impossible to
What? E un corp murdar aici. E de om. Mamă, nu l-am văzut pe ăsta. Bă, chiar nu l-am văzut. Uite că și scrie. Dar este imposibil să vezi.
see
Mamă.
the face and the object next to it. I can't really figure out what this is, so if you have an idea, make sure to write it down in the comments. While when we were looking at this dead body, another death happens, and the cameraman
Nu se știe ce s-a întâmplat cu omul ăla.
with the double shotgun gets shot with a rocket into his face, and his body literally
Ăsta în timp ce trăgea cu shotgun-ul, toaletele alea îi trăgea cu rachetele în față. Și na,
flies
l-a
off.
distrus,
Rest in peace, buddy.
literalmente.
At least you tried, and this other cameraman that's running towards us has a missing arm, and just like the other cameraman, he finds his demise literally seconds later when a rocket hits right behind him.
Da, într-o fracțiune de secundă l-a lovit și pe ăla, săracul.
Right after this, we finally pull out our weapon and learn that the POV cameraman is actually a large cameraman.
E prim... E laș cameraman ăsta? Oh! Dar arma asta e foarte puternică.
Because he pulls out the large laser
Deci
weapon
aici
that was
suntem în
shown in episode.
perspectiva unui large cameraman, nu e un cameraman normal. Ok. Adică, cred că are semn, pentru că arma asta e destul de mare, nu cred că ar fi putut să o țină un cameraman micuț.
Episode 69, part 2, and the leaks boom sent me. And not gonna lie, this laser weapon is so goddamn strong. We see two rock
în partea a doua din episodul 69, eu nu le știu, că eu nu prea mă uit la
rocket
leak-uri.
launcher toilets coming towards us alongside a helicopter toilet, and we literally one-shot them all when they are shooting us rockets, and just like a Giga Chad, we dodge them
Da, deci e prea tare arma asta, adică le dă one shot.
all. But after all the toilets are dead, I notice something or someone inside the car on the left, and if you zoom in, it clearly is a human standing inside, and it does look like the secret agent a little,
Oh
but
my god, agentul, bro, nu l-am văzut. A apărut din nou creatorul, uite-l acolo, la mașină. Oh my god, și uite, e și o toaletă aici, se calcă cum a zis și el, mamă. Bă, dacă voi l-ați văzut înainte să reacționăm la clipul ăsta, big like, abonați-i.
it also doesn't.
Deci
I'm
chiar
not
nu l-am
sure if it's
văzut.
the secret agent watching it from there or actually a
Da,
dead
el,
body that was
exact cum
inside
face mereu, el se uită.
when this place was first captured by the toilets. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. But before we continue on with the rest of the analysis,
Și bă, ăsta, zici că e un peste, ăsta, stai să... Nu o să stăm aici. Hai să dăm direct aici, așa.
blood literally destroys everyone as if they are
Exact, și le distruge efectiv toate toaletele. Nu lasă nimic.
nothing while flying and shooting his rockets. It seems like even some of the more advanced toilets will have problems while dealing with the upgraded large cameraman from now on. After he lands, he kills 2 more rocket toilets that are far away.
Distruge și mai multe toalete de-astea care au rachete.
And it looks like his laser's reach is incredibly long. But that's not all, because this guy has been dodging every single rocket ever since the beginning. That means the large cameraman have finally learned their lesson after what happened to almost every large cameraman lately, because everyone has been dying. What we see after is something crazy, because we see a whole army of large upgraded rocket launchers.
Da, uite, ăștia. Deci toaletele astea nebune armate, ia cu rachet, cu rocket launcher, ia uitați-le cum se fabrică aici. Deci asta e o altă fabrică spre deosebire de cealaltă, care nu știu în ce episod parcă era, dar era în interiorul bazei care sunt agenții aia.
Launcher toilets with armors coming out of the bunker looking like building, and it seems like there is no end to them.
Din bunker, mă, din bunker vin astea.
Right after this, a helicopter toilet suddenly arrives at the scene and instantly shoots rockets at us, but the POV cameraman swiftly dodges it with his new jetpacks and kills off the helicopter toilet while hiding.
S-a ferit.
Here, we also actually see him getting hit by these rockets, but it looks like not just their weapons were upgraded, but their overall endurance has been boosted as well, because it doesn't look like he took any damage when the rockets hit the ground next to him. He starts fighting the other toilets around the place while, once he turns back and kills off the last helicopter toilet, we get a small glimpse of the chaos he caused in literally seconds. Not gonna lie.
Bă, bune că e un haos total aici.
Looking at this, these toilets need to up their game a lot after all these Alliance upgrades. But suddenly a huge missile hits the ground next to him. And even
o rachetă mai mare.
though it probably didn't do much damage, after this, the POV cameraman decides to fly towards this new upgraded rocket launcher toilet, but his insanely powerful laser is literally useless against these.
Da, deci, practic, laserul ăsta de la arma asta e efectiv useless pe ăsta cu scuturile astea, adică...
New shields, and there are a ton of these toilets in the vicinity now, and it looks like they also have laser weapons alongside the rockets, which is crazy to think about. After he comes
Da, deci are rachete, lasere, scuturile astea, are și cască pe cap, are ochelari, are de
out of
toate.
his shelter like toilet with his crazy-looking smile.
Da, și are un zâmbet de ăsta nebun, rău de tot. Foarte ciudat
Before he
ăștia.
can shoot us, we hear a sound coming from the left side, and suddenly injured Titan cameraman comes out of nowhere.
Un sun și vide tica cameraman care e înjunghiat.
And rams into the place, destroying the road and the toilets on it along the way.
Și da,
And this is the
acolo,
moment where this episode started going crazy. Right after this, the rocket launcher toilet instantly turns to
uite,
the injured
începe ăla să tragă, dar n-are nicio șansă.
Titan cameraman and starts attacking him. But we all know that. This ain't anything new for him. He literally
Dar e ceva nou la el. Uite, armele alea.
gets shot right at the core.
Exact,
But he
exact
responds by
alea.
using his new laser weapons, which incinerates the toilet.
Noi lasere pe care le are la umăr sau atașate de jetpack, nu știu.
It's in a matter of seconds,
Și,
and only his
și incinerează pe ăsta.
skull is
Deci
left.
e dus.
But a funny detail we can see is that these sunglasses they have are still intact. Not gonna lie. I think they should make an armor out of these. After this injured Titan
Și acolo.
cameraman sees other rocket launcher toilets attacking him from the back, but he doesn't seem to care and just turns back slowly and shoots his
A rămas craniu! A rămas craniu! Dar ochelarii nu s-au ars. De-aia zicea el că e ceva amuzat în asta.
laser
Ochelarii nu au
guns as
ars.
if they are blasters. I guess these weapons have different modes. Titan cameraman
Ciudat cum de ochelarii a rămas, dar corpul a devenit schelete. Foarte ciudat. Bă, ce ochelari rezistenți, ești de bun?
and kills all the toilets around the place. he hears sounds of another toilet coming in right after looking at us, and this newly upgraded toilet is literally a copy of G-Man's toilet with...
În care, bă, cum e el făcut așa, ar fi asemănător cu G-Man, dar fața e total diferită.
4 lasers. I guess this is the new standard for toilets now, and it seems like it'll only go up crazier from here. But before the injured Titan cameraman does anything, suddenly upgraded Titan TV man's hand appears on the screen.
Normal, a venit titative cu mâna aia și a dat cu sabia de la dinorocit.
With his teleport ability, and he cuts the toilet's right side, and we watch him fall down to his death. Not gonna lie, the way the upgraded Titan TV man stands on top of the mountain, blood really does...
Stătea fix în vârful muntelui și și-a teleportat mâna cum face și a dat cu sabia.
Look like the king, but the real goat of today's episode comes in seconds after by throwing a toilet to its death. And he puts out the fire on his shoulders after he lands, and we hear the upgraded Titan TV man say something to him in reverse while jumping down.
A zis ceva în reverse. Ia, putem afla ce a zis?
If we reverse the video, we can clearly hear him say, "Come quick." Here you go. Listen to it yourself. And right after...
N-am înțeles efectiv din... Bă, dar de ce nu subtitrează și ce zice ăsta? Că eu nu înțeleg nimic, asta e, că dau puțin mai la început și ce să ascult.
After this upgraded Titan TV man charges up the injured Titan speaker man, just like he did to the injured Titan cameraman in episode 69 part 2, for him to be able to...
Dacă n-am dat bine. Mai aici.
Man say something to him in reverse while jumping down. If we reverse the video, we can clearly hear him say, "Come quick." Here you go. Listen to it yourself. And right after this upgraded Titan TV man charges up the injured Titan speaker man, just like he did to the injured Titan
i-a dat cu raza aia din corul lui și l-a upgradat. Uitați-vă cum arată. Deci, efectiv, l-a upgradat.
Man in episode 69 part 2 for him to be able to use his new
exact
lasers.
cum a făcut și în episodul 69 partea a doua. Uite, că așa a făcut și la Titanul cameră.
But not gonna lie, the power Titan speaker man got from this seems a lot more compared to Titan cameraman. He literally starts shaking with power, and it's all leaking out.
Primit o putere de asta, shaking. Nu mai știu exact cum se zicea shaking.
But we suddenly turn to our left, and there is a huge army of helicopter toilets with...
Acum sunt foarte elicoptere de-astea foarte mari. Ia uitați, de-astea cu rachete, alea care au și gaz.
Acids and rockets approaching. Seeing this Titan speaker man suddenly screams, and we literally start shaking, and the helicopter toilets
Mama, a țipat ăsta! Nu știa ce era chestia aia. Cred că e doar cu treu, dar a țipat ăsta.
Even have headphones, so we already know they are done for. Seconds later, we see the Titan speaker man charging up his weapons and shooting his hand blasters a couple times before jumping right into the action. And we get a glimpse of his aiming capabilities because he literally shot everyone with 100% precision. He starts shooting everyone while flying.
100% precizie, vezi că e bun.
And we also see the Titan cameraman catching one of the injured helicopter toilets.
Da, l-a prins pe helicopterul ăsta înjunghiat și i-a luat mâna, practic.
And he pulls the acid blaster and puts it into his broken arm, just like he did before with the buzzsaw toilet. And shoots the helicopter toilet back with its own acid gun. Blood literally has been changing arms every couple episodes.
Că data trecută a avut fierăstrău. Băi, era avut și fierăstrău, dar parcă e mai bun ăsta cu acidul.
But to be honest, with all his movements in this episode, I think we can say that he is very tired. At least he looks tired. And he does deserve a rest, but we don't even know when he'll get one. After this, we see the charged up Titan speaker man using his core laser.
Ăsta Titan speaker man încărcat folosește acum corul cu laserul.
At full power, everybody saw that it wasn't that powerful when he was going against Scientist Toilet in episode 67.
Uite, aici a folosit-o și pe Scientist, atunci nu era așa puternică.
But here it's a different case since it's been charged up, and suddenly a ton of toilets surround him, just like what happened on episode 58. But just like what he did back then, he decides to become a Beyblade and starts spinning in crazy speed.
Bă, pe bune că se rotește ca un Beyblade, pe bune!
Killing everything around him. And this is why he was the goat of the episode. If he was charged up like this all the time, blood could solo everyone. And the way he sat down after he killed everyone was so cold.
Vezi că
And even
mișcarea
the
asta a
upgraded
fost prea
Titan
tare,
TV
pe bune.
man agrees because he literally said 10 out of 10 in reverse with the man face from Roblox. Here you go. Listen
Da, eu v-am zis că asta e fața din Roblox, deci v-am zis. Uite, a și zis tot tipul ăsta, că e fața din Roblox.
to it yourself.
Dar nu pot înțelege ce zice. Deci chiar nu pot înțelege ce zice, că nu pune subtitrare.
And I gotta be honest, that man face is giving me some flashbacks, if you know. You know. But what happens after this is the start of what's to come and the first crazy reveal that we have gotten ever since the reveal of upgraded Titan TV man, and it really sent shivers down my spine while watching.
Da.
The first thing that happens is the return of one of the OG characters, and it's the DJ...
E un caracter OG. Oh my god! Bro, cum nu mi-am dat seama? Bro, ăsta e DJ-ul! Vi aduceți aminte din primele episoade? Bro, cum nu mi-am dat seama că e DJ-ul? Mamă, băi, chiar că e un caracter OG. Nici nu mi-am dat seama că e DJ-ul. Bă, are sens că avea boxele alea în spate.
toilet with his upgraded body after 64 episodes. I really don't think anyone was expecting a return from him, but this really opens up the door for some of the other OG toilets coming back later in the series.
Da.
I wonder when the
Toileta OG care se întoarce mai târziu în serie.
urinal toilets will return. The upgraded DJ toilet looks a lot more serious compared to before, and now has sunglasses alongside of a fully mechanic toilet and a whole DJ rig on it. And let's not forget his new ding-dong and lasers that can come out of the sides. Blood really went
Și a scos laserele astea.
all out on these upgrades, but sadly for him, his return didn't last long because literally seconds later, a freaking
Dar, din nefericire pentru el, o secundă mai târziu, vedeți ce se întâmplă.
Astro toilet shows up out of
Toaleta
nowhere
Astro
and splits the
își face
DJ toilet in
apariția
half
și
and
îl
throws him
distruge
toddy
pe
side.
toaleta
We don't know if
DJ.
DJ toilet died or not, but either way. Rest in peace, brother. You are one of the only
Rest in peace, frate.
toilets I respect a lot.
Rest
Hopefully,
in
if you are not dead, you can come back in 64 once again for another great comeback.
Chiar nu sunt curios ce putea să facă ăsta dacă nu murea așa repede.
After this, we were greeted by the Astro toilet we saw in episode 60, who held down the head of the imposter G-Man toilet. His
Astro
face does
Toaletele.
look a little different here, but that's because he has a much more serious and chill expression here, instead of the crazy look he had before.
Deci astea Astro Toaletele, este adevărat că nu sunt prietene cu toaletele astea gen normale. Deci astea, Astro Toaletele, cred că sunt un alt fel de toalete venite din spațiu. 100% asta e, adică de ce s-ar chema Astro dacă nu ar fi din spațiu până la urmă?
But his beard and his new arm
Uitați-vă
circular
cum
pattern
arată.
shows us that this is
Credeți că ăsta e șeful lor? Nu știu ce să zic. Adică chiar este foarte puternic. Nu m-aș vrea să fie șeful lor. Dar nu știu ce să zic.
clearly the same toilet, but just upgraded. It seems like his base toilet is mostly the same other than those protections on the side coming towards his neck, and the two new arms with every arms having some sort of new magnet technology, and him getting some new
Mamă, tehnologie de magnet?
stripes on his helmet, just like UFO toilet had.
Uite, cască de OZN.
And he absolutely looks terrifying while floating with his magnet hand spinning. The POV cameraman suddenly turns to his right to look at Titan cameraman, and he instantly shoots his new laser.
Uite, și cameraman FV-ul cameramanului ăstuia care se uită acum spre cameraman, instat încearcă să-l împușe cu noile lasere.
But the Astro magnet toilets catches
Dar
the lasers
magnetul Astro Toilet a prins aia și
mid-air with his
a capturat-o.
overpowered magnets and literally throws them back.
Și
I
a
was shocked
întors-o
when I saw
înapoi.
this because this ability is absolutely insane.
Deci o abilitate absolut insane, pe bune.
Even though Titan
Păi și cum îl
cameraman
învingi
doesn't
pe
take
ăsta
that
dacă
much
întoarce
damage
arme? Ia
from this,
uitați,
we see the upgraded Titan TV man also shooting a laser, but the Astro
Mamă, a încercat și Titan de televizor să-l atace cu laserul, dar nu a reușit să-i nimerească.
toilet dodges it with ease as if it's
S-a
nothing.
ferit.
And he gets a grin on his face after this dodge, We also hear the upgraded Titan TV man dropping an F-bomb and saying, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" In reverse, here you go. Listen to it yourself.
Eu tot nu înțeleg nimic, pentru că dacă arăta subtitrare aș putea să înțeleg ceva, dar nu înțeleg.
Saying this upgraded Titan TV man pulls out
Îmi
his
spuneți voi în comentarii ce a zis Titan TV Man.
arm blade, but suddenly stops after hearing
Dar probabil o să vorbească și ăla, deci, da, din păcate aici cred că la ora o să putem să ascultăm.
a sound from the Astro toilet, and we turn to the Astro toilet, and he suddenly laughs and actually speaks. He
Uite ce, să râdă și să vorbească.
says, "You all will die," with its incredibly deep voice, and this was the first time.
Uite ce a zis? Stai că mai rost o toată.
While saying this, upgraded Titan TV man pulls out his arm blade, but suddenly stops after hearing a sound from the Astro toilet, and we turn to the Astro toilet, and he suddenly laughs and actually speaks. He says, "You all will die."
Toți o să muriți. Deci asta zice el, că toți o să muriți. Mamă.
With its incredibly deep voice, and this was the first time we actually heard. Here you go. Listen to it yourself.
Uite, aici subtitrat la asta, dar la televizor de ce da subtitrat, bă? Toți o să muriți, zice ăsta.
After this, we see the upgraded Titan TV man's hand teleport out of nowhere.
Dar și-a teleportat mâna în spate la ăsta, a vrut să-i dea cu sabia, cum a făcut și cu cloda lui Gmail.
But he is out of luck
Dar
because
ăsta
the
a
Astro
văzut,
toilet instantly uses
mamă,
his
i-a luat
magnet arm
sabia, i-a luat-o cu magnetul,
to cut off his blade and sends it flying back to Titan
a trimis-o înapoi către Titan TV
TV
Man.
man and suddenly leaves the place while laughing. This scene really was insane because
Și
I
atunci a
think it
început să
foreshadows
râdă,
a lot more than you might
s-a
think.
teleportat. Că știți că toaletele Astro pot să se teleporteze unde vor
As you
ele.
guys know, we first saw the Astro toilets back in episode 60, and they were trying to overtake the G-Man toilet, but with the scientist toilet's return, they were brushed off. And the next time we saw one of the
Da,
Astro
țineți
toilets were in
minte,
episode
cum au
68,
încercat
and it
Astro să omoare cloda lui G-Man.
was the UFO toilet watching the G-Man toilet clones dying. I think this clearly shows that they want to become the
Uite
new
acolo,
wave of
vedeți, acolo în colț?
toilets, and the upgrades they are getting shows us that they are very
Deci ceva îmi spune că după ce o să elimine toate toaletele astea normale, o să avem de furcă cu toaletele Astro. Eu așa preconizez.
capable of this because we have not seen any other toilet be able to deflect two Titans without any care at all. I think with the foreshadowing of Astro toilets, we might actually witness the death of G-Man toilet or Scientist toilet or both at the end of episode 70 if it goes like this, and the Astro toilets will become the new threat against the Alliance. Right now, it's very clear that the original toilets are very behind, and I don't see them coming up with something new instantly, right when the Alliance is making a whole raid in their main base. So it's very likely that this is the last couple episodes where we are seeing the original toilets before the Astro toilets take
E
over.
ceva acolo sau ce asta? Iar ce asta?
I also might be completely wrong, but
Ce aici? E ăla care vrea să intre în IPS, așa că țineți minte. Și acolo sunt niște asuri inginerii și mai văd acolo niște
we'll
toalete.
see. There is a possibility that the original toilets have something stored already deep down in the bunker, because don't forget, Dafuk posted a leak of the Scientist toilet on Discord
Ăsta e un link pus de creator cu episodul 70, dar n-a apărut scientistul.
last week, but he was nowhere to be seen today. After the Astro toilet leaves, we see the upgraded Titan TV man having his blade pierced through his arm,
Da,
and he
ăla, toaleta Astro dispare și ăsta are sabia în mână, bine că nu i-a atins ecranul, că ar
pulls
fi
it out
fost mai
right
rău.
before we see his angry face. And
Și
this
apoi
was
a
also
făcut o
one of the
față
leaked frames.
furioasă.
It does make a lot of sense why he was mad now. But none of this is important because my favorite part of the episode came right after this scene, which was my beloved TV woman arriving out of nowhere with her other female buddies, and it looks like they've been
Da, și apoi
upgraded.
apar
And I'm gonna
fetele.
be totally honest, Speaker Woman's upgrades look dank
TV
because she has
Woman,
katanas on her back, and I, as
Speaker
man,
Woman și Camera
love
Woman.
katanas, bruh. I really do want
Mamă, au katana.
I want to see her fight now. Even imagining it gives me chills. Alongside her camera woman seems to have 2 extra guns now, and her firepower is basically tripled.
Okay.
But where the hell is my beloved TV woman's upgrades, bruh? She better have some new TV beams or some new tricks up her sleeve, because I couldn't stand my beloved TV woman being mistreated.
What?
And I don't know if you caught it, but when the large cameraman pulls his huge laser gun out, all the female toilets suddenly look at it. Look back at the
Le-a arătat stânga ceva.
large cameraman and back at the huge laser gun once again, and my beloved TV woman does an ooh face. Hell nah, bro, there is no way you were impressed by that. I really gotta find that large cameraman and steal that huge weapon. But alongside this, there are actually 2 very small details here. First one is the surveillance camera on the back, and I think this explains how
E o cameră sus acolo. Gen o cameră normală de supraveghere. Ok.
the cameraman were able to spy on this place and plan their raid, and these
Ceva de spionaj.
cameras are probably scattered all throughout the bunker. Second one is the one that explains why the electricity went out inside the bunker like we saw at the end. If you look behind on the right top, it says, danger high voltage. And
Danger high voltage, adică electricitate foarte mari, volți, știți voi.
there were more signs like this around this place. And when the POV cameraman is turning left, we see this place burning. And let's not forget that Titan cameraman destroyed
Deci doar spunea și acolo.
the whole dam, which probably was generating hydro energy, and this was why the electricity went out inside. We can literally see Titan cameraman looking at the fire seconds later, but POV cameraman instantly starts flying and gets to the other side of the dam, entering the bunker base.
În bunker aici.
We don't know where this entrance opens up to, but I think we can safely assume that the crew might meet in the next part, and right when this is happening. After this, the POV suddenly starts changing and we go back to the bunker. POV and a very strange thing happens in this part of the episode, so make sure watch until the end. After they stop checking the tablet, everyone suddenly starts
Deci cea care era în lift s-a uitat din perspectiva cameramanului ăstuia.
looking at the POV cameraman, which I assume is plunger cameraman like the last couple episodes, but suddenly the elevator stops. Alarms start beeping and
Și aici suntem în perspectiva plunger cameramanului, ok?
the electricity completely shuts down.
Cameraman norocos
And I'm
care se
going to be
uita pe
honest,
tablețica
the way we
aia.
see Dark Speakerman's speaker in the dark is so terrifying. Blood is the Batman of Skipidi Toilet. Can you imagine?
What? Batman, Skipidi, Toilet, what? Ce asta?
Imagine if he was a vigilante hunting down bad guys in the dark? Anyways, the cameramen start using their flashes to light up
Cameramanii dau drumul la lanterne.
the place, but we see something weird here. I don't know if this is a rendering issue or if we are seeing actual ghosts, but whenever it lights up, 2 cameraman ghosts appear out of nowhere at the back for some reason. I guess
Bă, voi vedeți acolo? Uitați-o stânga, e un cameraman. Oare aia e fantoma?
this will be one of the unanswered questions from this episode, but suddenly a sound comes from the top, and it slowly ramps up until the episode ends.
Da,
I'm gonna
uite,
be
se
honest,
aude
this
ceva sus acolo. Da, și aici se termină.
sounded awfully like the time when Titan TV man clapped Scientist Toilet, but we don't talk about that. This episode was absolutely insane, and probably was one of the best episodes so far. I'll talk more about it in a video tomorrow, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, go favorite, like, and play my Roblox game so that I can buy more TV woman body pillows. You'll be able to claim some free rewards if you wait a certain amount of time in the waiting lobby before the
Ce să
game
eu
comes
parcă o
out.
fi un pe simulator doar cu Skipidi Toalete. Și ăsta a fost episodul ăla, wow. Deci ăsta chiar a fost un episod prea șmecher. Și da, fraților, dacă v-a plăcut acest episod, să dați și voi acolo pe butonașul de like. Chiar sunt curios ce se întâmplă data viitoare. Să spuneți voi ce credeți că e deasupra liftului. Și da, noi ne vom vedea data viitoare. Pa, pa!